Velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we're here with the one and only Sarah Farasia.
Sorry to interrupt your workout, darling.
Oh my gosh. Well, we were talking about 7 a.m. to record, and I'm like, well, that's 10 a.m. my time, 7 a.m. your time. I'm working out in the gym, and she's like, where are you? It's like, I didn't realize you're on the East Coast.
Back on the East Coast, baby. You know what? In Maine, one of my favorite places to come in the summer, unlike Bethany Frankel, I never seem to get sick of Maine. It's not the Hamptons. I'm sorry, but
I
and
got some,
Bethany
I'm
apparently
fighting.
loves Florida, even more. I mean, who knew Florida was so much better than the Hamptons? What do you think happened? I need all your theories on this.
I'm fighting with Bethany now. She was just in the Bon Bon, the candy store in Sag Harbor 5 minutes after. I literally missed her by like 5 minutes. That's right down the street. I'm a little upset with her. She did this rant of, listen, as usual, as you like to say, Sarah, Bethany does get it right, but she gets it so wrong. Like, she went on a rant about the Hamptons. Everything, look, she has a house here. She doesn't, it's not like she's run out. She owns her house. But she did everything she said in a way was true, but she's also off the mark. She's like, the Hamptons ain't Hamptoning. And I came down to Florida because I have multiple residences. And for Bryn, she had something to do. And I'm here and I just got here. And why am I going back to the Hamptons? I'm very happy where I am right now. Now, I do have to say I relate to her because I that is how it is. You get somewhere and you're like, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just stay here for 9 months. I'm happy. So I understand what she was saying, but she said the Hamptons and the traffic is worse than ever. It's not worse than ever. It's always bad in July and August. She said it is an off summer. That is true. It's a weird summer out here.
Wait, but everywhere. Don't you think it's weird? It's almost like, wait, how do you think it's off in the Hamptons? Because here in Maine, obviously tourism is huge, but there's tourism, but it just doesn't seem as vibrant or busy. Are people not traveling?
Like it's weird. This summer here started like where now, but first of all, as a resident here in the
Yeah.
Hamptons, I wish there was literally nobody here. Like you don't, I mean, we don't want people here. I'm not even trying to be a snob. It's like, no, it's packed, but it is off. It's like I've been having a very low key summer. Like there are summers where I'm like, let's go to Montauk, let's go eat here, let's go to Bridge. I've just really, just me personally, it's like a low key summer. I'm like, I don't want to go to East Hampton. I'm in Sac. I'm gonna walk to Main Street and just stay right here. She
I,
does have a point that what is shown on TV and it's not all like she's like, it started as a fisherman's town. And it's true. Summer House is not
5 years
necessarily
ago.
representative of what goes on here. Like it could be really high end or really like I go to dinner in shorts and a t-shirt. I mean, you can't go everywhere like that. But so once again, she's on the money, but just so off. But she came out swinging against the Hamptons. She has fled the scene, Sarah. She has fled the scene. I
Something happened. She obviously
think
wasn't well
so.
somewhere. Yes, yes, 100%. Yes.
You just can't give Bethany a break. You just can't think she's, you
Give
know.
her a break. I mean, look, I think some of her rants in business, some of her rants in pop culture, spot on, darling.
What she
But
said that wasn't true is she said, now, also being a homeowner, I'm really good in real estate, and I have a video for you guys coming about there's something coming in the Hamptons. She's implying real estate prices are about to crash here. That's where I like right now, if I told you I'm coming to Maine for August, what I could rent this place out that I'm sitting in is I won't even mention the number. It's embarrassing. You could rent if you buy a house in the Hamptons, you could rent in your place out in July or in August, and it pays for the whole year. I disagree. You will never, ever, ever lose money by purchasing a home in the Hamptons. Ever. Ever. I think it's more stable than New York. Just, I mean, if you have to sell it in 6 months, that might be a different story. But she did imply the whole thing was going to come crashing down here. And I
well,
mean,
she knows all. Anyway, you sent me that video, and I was like, oh, another week to rant and rage against Bethany, rage against the Bethany.
well, according to you, she's been run out of the Hamptons. I didn't even think of that, Sarah.
happened. I mean, something happened because before she was like praising it. And last summer, wasn't she like trying every chicken salad out there and going and ranting about how they didn't recognize her? And she's so funny to me. She's so Trump to me because she like it starts in on her video and she's like, I bought a house in Florida. It's the greatest house I've ever owned. It's the most beautiful. It's the most luxurious ever, ever. And you're like, okay, show us. Like nobody cares. I know it's just so.
Well, she is, I think it's funny when she just did a video about a chicken salad sandwich there. I love when people are like, people do it that have great bodies too. They're like, oh, just a relaxing day. And they're always like, oh, yeah, you're not posting about your day. You want to just show off your body. Bethany just did a thing where, like, with like a chicken sandwich with like her assistant or whatever. And she's like, wait, what do you think? And she pans around to the assistant and she pans around, like, showing off the whole house. You know what I mean? So I don't know. All right. Well, that is what it is. Bethany has fled the Hamptons. What else do you want to talk about today, Sarah? You have frozen on me. Okay. I see Sarah has frozen. Well, you guys, Sarah has literally frozen. This is what happens when you're in Maine. There you are.
Sorry, drop. I know, exactly. But I'm back. Sorry, had to get on my hotspot. We're having
Oh
internet
my
connection.
God.
Welcome to Maine. Okay, but I'm back on the hotspot. We won't have any problems. Okay, go on.
Well, no, I was just gonna
On
say,
and off. We have to move on.
yeah,
But
you know what I was gonna say? This one intrigues me. Brock, our good friend Brock. Brock forgot that he cheated on Sheena. He actually forgot. I don't know if you've read really the words. Literally, he said he forgot that he cheated on Sheena. Kind sir, what do you mean? Kind sir, you forgot that you went and fucked someone? Huh?
well, what do you? Okay, isn't it interesting that they told Sheena the book, the cheating story, still has like insane legs? Don't you think? Weeks after it initially dropped, isn't that right? Did you anticipate this story continuing on?
I
I'm
want to know, and this is no shade to Sheena. I want to know, like, look, good for her. She went all out, did a major book. I just want to know, like, how is the book selling? Did it sell? I'm actually really curious. No, Stassi isn't the only one who gets a bestseller, but yeah, it's a little shocking to me. But this shocks me more, though. He said, I wrote the words down. He said, um, listen, I can't even read my own handwriting sometimes, but he says, oh, I minimized what it was at the time. It was a sexual affair. There was no dating. There was no courting. It was just purely that meeting. And then we had sex. It happened multiple times over a 3 week span. I'm okay. Like, I'm understanding all this so far. I'm not outraged yet. Multiple times over a 3 week span. I felt horrible about it. And I was like, this is not okay. This is not okay. Okay. You did so that. Here's where I am a little confused. And then I forgot about it. I compartmentalized it. I compartmentalize everything. I get it. I'm still on board with this. I put it back there and I forgot about it. He said he did not remember